Last week's races wasn't the cleanest, but boy were they exciting, folks. As we're back this week to kick off groups 3 and 4 of this unidentified past object event, let's get right to it and meet our first 4 drivers that will be competing tonight. First up, we got Mr. Dark from Dubious Diecast in his speed bump weighing in at 51.7 grams. And sitting next to him will be Tina Wolf in her Bulletproof. Tina comes to us from Dog Squad Racing, weighing in at 54.4 grams. And we have Dean Winster. His brother Sam already raced and did not do so well. Let's hope he can do a little bit better here. In his Muscle Speedster, weighing in at 50.5 grams. And if it's one thing that freaks out Sidekick Sandy, it is a gnome. But this is a Racer Gnome, because it is Racer Gnome. In his Shadow Jet, weighing in at 42.4 grams. Mr. Dark, Tina Wolf, Dean Winster, and Racer Gnome are all set to do battle as we head up to the top of the Common-Tail Raceway for lap number 1 here and 4 in our first heat of the night. Man, we are off and racing. I can't even get my words out today. I don't know what's going on here. All right, folks, we got a nice little race going on here. As it is, Tina Wolf is going to take that lead, but Mr. Dark is right on her tail. Coming down here to Widowmaker Run we go. It will be Tina Wolf, Mr. Dark, Dean Winster, Racer Gnome. And it was Tina Wolf taking lap number 1 here, folks, as we're back up at the top of the Common-Tail Raceway, as always, and we are off and racing. And they are off and running here again. It is Tina Wolf that's going to take that lead. Can't you make it 2 in a row? She's got a nice little bit of a lead. Look at that battle going on back there for 3rd and 4th place between Racer Gnome and Mr. Dark. Coming down here to the end, it will be Tina Wolf, Dean, Racer Gnome, and Mr. Dark. And we are ready for lap number 3 here, folks, as Tina Wolf's got a nice commanding lead. We're only at the midway point. We could have some late charges here going on. Not late, but there's midway charges going on. And we are off and racing. Look at this tight battle. Holy cow, they were really battling out there that first set of turns. We still got a battle going on up there first between Dean and Racer Gnome. Coming down here to that Widowmaker Run we go. Dean pulls out now. It will be Dean over Racer Gnome, Tina Wolf, Mr. Dark. Well, we got a good tight battle up at the top between Tina Wolf and Dean Winster. They're both in the contention. The other 2 cars have already been eliminated. The other 2 drivers, I'm sorry about that, guys. But we are off and racing. Mr. Dark's going to be racing for pride. He's got a lot of it here, folks, as he is off and running, and he's going to take this thing. If he can just keep it on the track, he's got a big lead coming down here. That Widowmaker Run we go. It will be Mr. Dark, Racer Gnome, Tina Wolf, and whoop! Dean says, I'm out of here. I'm just going to do some fancy drifting and stop and have a bad attitude, I guess. And here you have it, folks. It will be Tina Wolf moving on to the semifinals. Mr. Dark, Dean Winster, you both tied for second, 10 points, a nice showing. Hate to see you go, but hope to see you back here again real soon. And Racer Gnome, you were right there with them with 9 points. All 4 of these cars put on one heck of a great show, as all these cars have been doing this season. But now it's time to find out who this week's sponsor is before we get on to heat number 2 of the night. I just realized I forgot to say, Racer Gnome, hate to see you go, but I do hope to see you back here again real soon at the Common-Tail Raceway. Now it's time to find out who this week's sponsor is.
Tonight's races is sponsored by Galactic Goo Gun, the only cleaner strong enough to remove skid marks, alien slime, and whatever that smell is in the back seat. Woo! If it survived re-entry, Goo Gun can take it out. If it exists, we can unexist it.
In our second heat of the night, setting out front on the inside row will be Zyzer Prime in the Crescendo, weighing in at 55 grams. Also sitting up front on the outside row is Shotgun Cowboy. In his Power Pipes, he comes in weighing in at 54.7 grams and comes to us from Milestone Diecast. And starting off on the inside row in the back, it will be Rob from RC Attacks in his Ballistic, weighing in at 54.9 grams. Our last car joining us tonight, it will be Cobalt from Maniac Motorsports in his Electrac, weighing in at 36 grams. These 4 cars are lined up and ready to go here, folks, to kick off heat number 2 of the night. Hopefully it's as action-packed as what the last one was, and they are in a tight group. Coming down that first set of straight. There we go. We already lost the sign. And they've got a little bit of messed up here, but they're all lined up, and it's going nice and smooth now. As we come down here to Widowmaker Run we go, folks. It will be Zyzer Prime. Whoa! Who took second and Zyzer Prime took first? Holy cow, was that close for second once again? We have ourselves a photo finish. There you have it, folks. It was Zyzer Prime taking lap number 1, followed up by Rob, just barely edging out Shotgun Cowboy there for second place at the finish line, followed up by Cobalt. After an exciting first race, it is Zyzer Prime with the lead. Let's hope for another exciting action-packed race here as we get ready to go, and we are off and racing. This time it's going to be Shotgun Cowboy barely taking that lead coming out of that first set of turns. Oh, looky there. You've got Rob gets sideways, but he gets it corrected. That Drifter Straight has just really been havoc this season, but all cars seem to be maneuvering through it and doing pretty well. And it's going to be Shotgun Cowboy, followed up by Rob, Zyzer Prime, and Cobalt. Here we are at the midway point, folks, and this is one tight race, with the exception of Cobalt. He's kind of falling down behind there. He could salvage it, though, if he could get this thing going. We are off and racing. It looks like it's going to be Rob that's going to take that lead. Can he hold on to it? Here's they're all lined up. Look at that battle going on back there for third and fourth, second, third, and fourth. Coming down here to the end we go. It will be Rob, followed up. Whoa! Another photo finish. It looks like it's going to be Rob, Zyzer, Cobalt, Shotgun. Let's check out this inning one more time, folks, as once again we have a photo finish. There you have it. It is Cobalt barely edging out Shotgun Cowboy for that third place spot. This is it, folks. One race left to go, and look at these points. Rob and Zyzer Prime in one heck of a battle. Shotgun Cowboy still in this thing, folks. As they are off and racing, it's going to be Zyzer Prime that's going to take that lead. Can he hold on to it? Here they are all bunched up again back there. We had one heck of a battle as you've got Shotgun Cowboys falling all the way down to fourth place here. It's going to end up being Zyzer Prime, Rob, Cobalt, Shotgun Cowboy. And here is your final point standings. It will be Zyzer Prime moving on that semifinals matchups. Look at that. Rob with 14 points was right there with him. That last race, Rob was sitting in a bad spot. He was sitting on the outside in the back row and moved himself all the way into second to force this thing just to be a 1-point ball game. If Zyzer Prime would have messed up at all, Rob would have snuck in there and took it. He would put up one hell of a fight right there. This was a great round of racing by all, folks. As I hate to see Rob and Shotgun Cowboy and Cobalt all go, but I hope to see you back here again real soon at the Comitel Raceway. There you have it, folks. This is our 12 cars that will be moving on to round number 2, folks, but we've got one more video and round number 1 to go. We've got 2 more cars that will be advancing on. There should be a number 16 spot up there that should be blank, but AI took it out. Anyway, and then we'll have the number 1 ranked car and the number 2 ranked car in time trials. I'll also be joining us for a total of 16 cars that'll be in round number 2 coming up. I can't wait for that, folks, but we first got to finish out round number 1, and what an exciting event this has already been. In round number 1, a lot of close finishes, a lot of close points. This has been crazy. I'm loving this, folks. How about you? You know, when I first kicked this event off, I wasn't real sure about only the top car in each heat moving on. But, you know, maybe not in every event, but just in the UFOs. What do you guys think about this UFO event with only one car moving on? Would you like to see it come back here again and be one of the main staples? Around here, you know, we'll have our war racing, we'll have a custom carnage, and then we can throw in these UFO events. What do y'all think? Let me know in the comment section down below. Well, folks, we've had a lot of fun this week and hope to see you back here again next week. As we finish off round number 1, I'd like to thank each and every one you see here on the screen for making this channel possible, and each and every one of you for tuning in, sending in cars, and just supporting the channel overall. Oh, I love doing this, folks. I also loving life. How about you? I know it's hard out there, but we all can make a difference just by saying a few kind words and helping each other out. The Diecast community is great for that. And I know we can be spreading it in other areas of our lives too. Let's make sure we do that, folks. Until next time, happy racing. God bless.